Do you remember this video from Los Animas County, Colorado, where this guy gets pulled over and then his father pulls up behind in a white pickup truck and tries to wait?
Can I ask why you're a little snippy? What's the problem is?
What's the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're following too closely. Can't you see the roads are icy? You see me slowing down and you're still coming up behind me.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
It's my son right there. He was following me to forward.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, though. You don't need to be behind it.
Well, you gotta be mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like when
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
Well, you don't get paid to be a so you're
But you don't either, okay? I don't got to put up with your bull. Okay, I asked you a simple question.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son. He's my ride back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave. Stay. 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 Hey, stop the stop the get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
But he gets tased in the face. Well, there's been a huge final update in that case. There has now been a settlement of the civil lawsuit for $1.5 million. Yeah, so the father here, Kenneth Espinoza, ended up getting $1.5 million in a settlement for getting tased in the face. Now, why so much? Well, the main officer involved here, a guy named Trujillo, had a history. In fact, just 12 days before he arrested Mr. Espinoza, the county had settled a different federal lawsuit alleging that Trujillo and a guy named Noel used excessive force when they forcibly arrested a deaf woman in a hospital where she was recovering from a suicide attempt. The deputies have been called to the hospital not for an alleged crime, but just to transport her for treatment. But this incident all began when Officer Noel, also involved in that other event, pulled over Mr. Espinoza's son for following him too closely.
Windows frozen.
Okay. What's up? Deputy Noel with the sheriff's office. Let me get your driver's license ready. Hold that dog.
Allie, get back. Can I ask why you're a little snippy? What's the problem is?
What's the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're following too closely. Can't you see the roads are icy? You see me slowing down and you're still coming up behind me. There's no reason for you to be doing that.
Brakes in the ice either.
It's not good. Don't tell me how I should be driving. Okay, I'm in a marked.
All
right, well, that doesn't give you the right to follow a marked patrol car close like that. What if I had to stop? I know there is ice there. That's why I was cruising, so I don't slip.
Both, really.
There's no reason for you to be that close behind a marked patrol car.
Kenneth Espinoza had been going to the same place that his son was driving to. When he saw that his son was pulled over, he also pulled over to wait and to watch. But the deputies approached. They told him to leave. He initially refused to leave, but then they told him to leave. But then they told him not to leave. And that's when they tased him in the face.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
It's my son right there. He was following me to forward.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, though. You don't need to be behind it.
Well, you gotta be mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like when they pull my son over for nothing for following.
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
Well, you don't get paid to be an asshole. You're a
You don't either, okay? I don't got to put up with your bullshit, okay? I asked you a simple question, okay?
Hold on, man.
In fact, you need to leave now or you're going to get charged. It's that easy.
Just leave. Just leave. Well,
I'm recording too. I asked you a simple question. If you have a shitty attitude, that's your problem,
You keep
okay?
pounding on my door.
Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came. Hold on a second, okay?
No.
You rolled your window up when I walked up, okay? So I knocked on your window, okay? You are not a cop. You don't need to be behind him, okay? So you need to leave right now.
I don't need to do anything.
You
I'm on
got
a
5
public
seconds
street.
to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason,
I'm
okay?
on a public street.
No reason,
Is
okay?
this not a public
No
street?
reason.
Do I not pay
Okay.
tax?
Do you always stop behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stop right
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't need to be
behind
here,
him,
okay?
sir.
You need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son. He's my ride back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave. That's the part. Stay. Hey, stop the get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
What are you gonna do? You gonna
SD4, give me the radio. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
The footage then shows the father being tased multiple times, including while he was handcuffed.
You do what you're told, all right? You think it's okay just to roll up on traffic stops and not do what you're told? Now you go to jail.
Well, what do you want done with your original guy?
He's gonna get a citation. He's staying there. That's my original stuff.
Okay. What do you want from us? What can we do to help?
We should be good.
Okay.
I got Med coming to check him out.
Okay. All right. You guys are good with us.
All right.
Yep. You guys are good with us.
I don't believe that this was known at the time that I did my first video on this, but according to the Denver Post, investigations into this incident showed that there was a supervisor here in the sheriff's department, a guy named Santis Stephen. I'm not sure how in the world you pronounce that he signed off on a use of force report on Espinoza here getting tased in the face. That he signed off on this report without even reviewing the case or even reviewing the officer's body cam. Additionally, an independent report from the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office recommended a criminal investigation into Trujillo and Noel. Now, when this lawsuit kicked off, it exposed Trujillo's criminal history and 5 civil protection orders requested against him. Now, when I see that, that doesn't necessarily mean a lot except for the number 5. A civil protection order being requested. Anybody can request those. If I'm assuming these are like domestic violence protective orders. Anybody can request those, and they're fairly easily granted, except against police officers. Also doesn't say whether they were all from the same like crazy person or something. So that alone isn't necessarily something. But apparently also Trujillo has been convicted of several criminal charges between 1997 and 2009 in Los Animas County, including displaying a weapon, harassment, and fighting in public. Also, in case I didn't mention it before, Mr. Espinoza did face several charges in connection with this incident, but the prosecutors later wisely dropped all of the charges. So, $1.5 million. I've seen some people saying, well, it should have been more. Well, these sorts of cases, remember, you have qualified immunity. Any $1.5 million settlement in a lawsuit against the government for police tasing somebody is a fantastic result. And why was it a fantastic result here? Well, you had everything that I just listed about this police officer's background. Why is that important? Because generally in Section 1983 cases, the reality is we have to sue the individual police officer. So what that means is when it comes time for trial, you have the police officer sitting there as a defendant, not like the mayor or the sheriff of a county or the county commissioners. And the jurors are not told that the county or the city is going to pay whatever judgment they award. So here you have a history of misconduct, and you have the county really being on notice that this guy has past criminal charges, has past complaints of excessive force. Perhaps there was a great Monell claim here, which is the exception where you can sue the county or the city, not the state, because of the 11th Amendment, but you can sue the county or the city for like a pattern or practice of constitutional violations. And that could just include having this guy out there pulling people over and confronting citizens with a badge when they knew or should have known that he was a bad guy, that he had done this before and was likely to do it again. And I think that may have played a part here, because then the jurors know that the county itself is on the hook here, and that tends to increase, verdict amounts. So that may have been a big part of that. Another important thing that we look for here as civil rights lawyers in cases like this is you have a victim, Mr. Espinoza, who was completely innocent. He wasn't suspected of having committed any crime whatsoever. He had a perfectly reasonable explanation to be where he was. He was traveling, going to the same place as his son. He stopped and observed the traffic stop, which he had every right to do. He wasn't even close. He parked way back. He wasn't causing these police officers any problem at all. So you have a bad cop. You have a completely innocent plaintiff. And then you have a jurisdiction, Colorado, where there have been large jury verdict awards against police officers, such as one I just did a video on, the SWAT raid with the grandma. So there it is, the final update on this case. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. If you have a video that you want me to review, please use the submission link below. Please also follow me on Twitter at JohnBryanESQ or on Facebook at the John H. Bryan Attorney at Law page. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it.